right into this. Once
Dr. Orm,
again,
as you,
yes, sir. Go
Dr.
ahead.
Orm, just as you're going, just let you know, it's going to take a little time as people log in. Just keep in mind, Mr. Landry and I are going to be letting them in, but it takes a little time for it to clear on your side.
Are you just telling me just to be patient and don't start saying anything? Is that what this all about?
Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. Yeah, it's a lot of people on, and I think look, we're approaching 80 people already on the call, and we got room for 20 more. I know other people have been logging in. Some people had the wrong link and all that other stuff, but we're going to get ready to get started. We do everything on time, decent, and in order. So I just want to kind of get right into it. I'm going to take my time today with this information. And I'm going to take my time because it's very, very important in terms of where we are. I'm going to spell out every little detail of why this is so important, not just in terms of a financial company, but why it's so important in this particular period of time in terms of us becoming a better version of ourselves. But before I get into that, again, those of you who I have not met, those of you who may not know, Mr. Doucette did share some of the things that I've been able to accomplish as a professional. But I want you guys to know that I'm just like everybody else on this call. I got started in business many years ago. As he mentioned, I went to undergraduate school at Florida A&M University, FAMU, and I learned a lot there. I learned a lot there from an HBCU where it started to teach me principles of what success was. It started to teach me principles of what the future could hold, the possibilities. And I remember during my time at FAMU, the School of Business, SBA, the School of Business Administration, was the number one business school at that time in the country. Number two was Harvard. You can look it up, it's documented. And I say that not to talk about FAMU, but to talk about how there's a trajectory of training that is culminating for a lot of people, not just me. Some of you that I see on this Zoom presentation today, people that we've conversed with, there's something happening right now. And a lot of us are in a situation where we're being born again, whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, or otherwise. This is a period of time where, should you choose to jump through a window of opportunity, your life can change for the better for the rest of your life. And even if you're at a point where it's not about you, you can position generations yet unborn to benefit from the fruits of your labor today. This call today is going to be a super important call because everybody has an opportunity to extract something from the call just based on where you are, what you've been praying for, what you've been looking for. See, when I talk about my journey, as Stanley said, just growing up in rural Alabama, not knowing anything about anything, I wanted to grow up and be Tarzan. I'm jumping off the top of the roof and swinging through trees in the country. But then to be ordained a Lord in a part of the world that they take that very, very seriously, and to have my own territory, that's a whole nother ball game. There's a spectrum there that we want everybody to be able to recognize, either for themselves or for other people. And as Mr. Doucette said, today is not about me. Today is not about the leadership. Today is all about you. And I want to give you all the benefit of everything that we have to offer in terms of understanding why this period of time is so very important. And I do want you to realize that this is not a sales call. We're not trying to sell anything. This is an educational call. Okay. As a matter of fact, when we get through with the educational part, we're going to talk to people who may want to capitalize financially on what we're doing. But the first part of what we're talking about is strictly education in the field of financial literacy. So when we talk about 1Voice Financial, a lot of people ask, and they've been asking since we launched, and we recently launched a month or two ago and had some incredible success, but people have already asked, what is 1Voice Financial? Why are so many people so excited about this particular division of your company? Why are people, knocking on the doors to be a part of what you guys are doing in terms of the financial industry? It's amazing to me, but we're getting people who are literally coming to us We're not even coming to people. They're coming to us to see what One Voice Financial is all about. And simply put, we're just a fintech company. And for those of you who may not be familiar with that terminology, it's just a technical company that have financial components incorporated it together. So we're using technology, we're using finances, we're putting these things together to put you in the absolute best position to achieve whatever it is that you're looking to achieve financially. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to improve credit, your credit, whether it's business or personal. I'm going to talk to you about how to get funding, whether it's business or personal. And I'm going to talk to you about becoming a better version of yourself, whether it's business or personal. So we're going to talk about those things. And again, like I said, I'm going to take my time, but because there's so many people that's on this call, and I think people are still going to be logging in, if you have any questions, type those questions into the chat box as I go through, right? Type those questions into the chat box, and I'm going to periodically through the presentation just check those questions, and I'll address them that way so that we don't have to, prolong this meeting, and I can get to all of the questions, okay? So that's what we're looking to do. And the other thing about it is, what's our objectives for today? Today, you have to have a reason for being here. And while we're here today, like, as I mentioned, we're talking about financial education. And then we're going to talk about an opportunity. So we're going to give you out all of the knowledge, all of the skills that you may need, all of those things that are necessary for you. First of all, understand what personal and business credit is all about, finances is all about. We want you to understand that, first of all, because there's a game been played since the Rockefellers, right? That in the financial world, that if you're not participating in the game, well, let me just say it this way. You are participating in the game in one fashion or another, whether that's either from the front in terms of being, the 3% that control the other 97% of what goes on financially, or you're in that 97 percentile where you just are subjected to whatever is given to you. What I'm telling you today, and what we're going to talk about today, is how you can at least start the ball rolling and educating yourself on what financial services, and these things are all about. I have here on the key that we're going to help you leverage where you are today to a point to ultimately where you want to be tomorrow, where you want to get to. I want you to think about this, and I'm intentionally speaking slowly, so don't y'all get bored and nodding and all of that stuff. You better pay very, very perfect attention to what I'm saying, because every word is intentional. And one of the keys for today is just to help you leverage where you are today, regardless of where you are. You could be at the highest of highs or the lowest of lows. It doesn't matter. We want to leverage where you are today so that you can get to wherever it is that you so choose for tomorrow. And I do know that a lot of people are here for themselves, but a lot of people are here for other people, right? And so we're going to do this through our vast resources. We have put together something that has become the envy of the industry. And I'm not just saying that. We have literally become the envy of the industry. We've developed partnerships, relationships. We've partnered with multi-billion-dollar companies and entities. We've partnered with banks and other fintech companies, and the partnerships are just now starting. There are other people that we're going to partner with over the next few weeks, over the next few months, that's going to make your opportunity to succeed at the highest level. It's going to make it that much easier for you to be able to do. Now, very quickly, just an overview of why we're here, because I think it's important for people to realize that, One Voice Financial Services and Consulting, we call that One Voice FSC, or One Voice Financial for short. We're an offspring of a parent company called One Voice Worldwide. One Voice Worldwide is a multifaceted company that has literally been around. It'll be 20 years in December. And we're not going to talk a lot about One Voice Worldwide today, but I think it's important for you to understand that the foundation of what you're hearing about today in the financial space, the foundation is solid, because we have taken 20 years to build a foundation of One Voice Worldwide that's supporting One Voice Financial. And all the things Mr. Doucette kind of alluded to. We own our own radio station that airs in 172 countries. We produce and promote podcasts. I mean, the list goes on and on. We own, One Voice Worldwide owns other companies, including a beauty company and a hair company and supplement company and so forth and so on, That's the foundation of who we are. But today you're going to hear from or hear about what will now become the foundation moving forward in terms of the One Voice brands. And that's One Voice Financial Services and Consulting. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I'm actually going to pull up the website because I want to kind of go through each component of the financial part in very specific detail. So let me just kind of change my screen so you can see the website. Give me a second. There's a lot of little boxes on my screen, so bear with me. I hope everybody's good. I can't tell you guys. I'm so fired up. I don't know what to do with myself.
We're good.
Yes, sir. All right, let me just share my screen. This is actually the website. The domain, for those of you who may not know, is onevoicefinancial.com. And again, we've put together a platform with over 400 vendors, if you will, and I call them vendors loosely, but they're tech companies, they're banks, they're lending institutions, they're credit building institutions, they're so forth and so on. And we've built a very, very robust opportunity for everybody to take advantage of our business and our personal services. I'm going to go through each one of these individually and give you some information about it. And later on, for those of you, this first part is just about, if you're interested in being a customer and taking advantage of these financial services, we're going to talk to you about that. And then I'm going to talk to you about those people who may be interested in getting paid from it. But I'm going to segment that for some specific reasons. Now, if you go to the website, you're going to see some of the things that we're doing, how to start a business, business credit, business funding, personal credit, personal loans, debt relief, so forth and so on, right? I'm going to go through each one of these categories, and I'm going to start with the business categories. And the first category I want to talk to you about is actually how to start a business. Starting a business. This is important because there are a lot of people who want to start a business, but they really don't understand the nuances of getting a business started properly. And one of the things that we teach during our financial education series, we're going to teach people how to get a business started from A to Z. So where they know all of the components, regardless of where you're on the spectrum of getting your business started, you understand the things that lenders and financial institutions are looking for, especially when you're talking to funding. People take simple things for granted, like your address. They take that for granted. And, do you think that you can, put this PO box or put this and that? No, there's a very systematic approach in terms of how to build your business. We have a plan, a program, and it's called How to Start Your Business, where you can literally start your business for $0 in terms of getting your LLC in place, getting your articles of corporation and your LLC. Now, as it says here, and you're going to see me reading specifically a lot. Obviously, you can go back in the website and read this for yourself, but I want to just kind of highlight every aspect of what we're doing and give details so that we can, if we have any questions, we can address those. But you can form an LLC just for free. Now, the only thing you have to be mindful of is, even starting free, you do have to pay state taxes in whatever state you're living in. We have no control over that. We don't get that. That's up to the state. But as far as getting the LLC started, we have a plan where you can do that for free. When you get a chance, take a look at this video. It's only about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and it'll explain in a little more detail what it means to start a business. But we have 7 steps that I'm going to go through in terms of what you need to do to get your business started through one of our partners. Now, obviously, you have to choose your state. Where do you want to get your business incorporated in? What's the name of your company? This is very important because a lot of people take for granted just the name becomes your first brand. Okay, so what is the name of your corporation? We want to talk to you about how to file the articles of incorporation and getting a resident agent, which is that person, that contact person, if you will, for your particular corporation. How to create an operating agreement, because most people, they'll start an LLC, they'll go to the Secretary of State and they'll fill out the information, but they don't have an operating agreement. So you're missing some things. How to get your EIN number. We can show you how to get that done, and also being compliant with your taxes and the things that you need to be to make sure that you are compliant across the board. Okay. Now, there are several different plans that we offer, and I'm going to pop up, well, there are 3 different plans. I'm going to pop up here. The one we're talking about now is the light plan. And basically, as we said, it's just about us forming a LLC for you, and we're going to process that for you within 14 days. There's no cost to you other than keeping in mind you still have to pay the state fees. Okay, very simple. There may be people who want to expedite the process or may need a little bit more help. We have something called the Essential Plan. It's $199 for the year. And basically, we still do the compliance. We still get the corporation formed, but it's expedited processing. So you can actually get this done in 2 business days. You can get this done in 2 business days. Now, when you're looking at the website and you know, if you have any question about anything that we may have missed, just highlight any of these icons and you can typically get the information here, right? So expedited process means you get it in 2 days. Annual compliance, that just means we're going to make sure you're staying in good standing, make sure you're compliant as it relates to your particular secretaries of state, regardless of where you live, and of course the operating agreement. Now, that's not included in the free plan, but it is included in the essential plan, which is $199. And then also there's a $249 elite plan. This is for somebody that just want, somebody else to do everything. That is keeping you compliant, making sure you have the proper branding. I think branding is so very important. I'm very specific in terms of how I want all of our company brands to look. We don't just put out garbage because it is a representation of what we're offering, right? So your branding is important. And if you don't understand what branding is, then allow us to help you build a brand. You still get your processing done in a couple of days. Of course, we're going to form the corporation, the LLC, expedited processing, the compliance operating agreement. You also get your domain that's included. So in this case, it would be onevoicefinancial.com. That's included. You get 8 free logos. And somebody would say, well, why do you need 8 logos? Because depending upon what you're using them for, you may need a dark one, a light one, all white one, so you get 8 different logos. You also get a do-it-yourself website builder. So you can we'll give you a website. And if you understand how to, make some changes just on this website, you'll have actually a website builder and online store that you can actually do and utilize yourself. Digital business card. You also get social media post makers. This is and you're going to see how some of this comes into play as I present what we're offering, because we're using some of these same tools, and also business card tools. So you'll get everything you need for $249. One thing that you'll notice about what we're doing, we're making sure that there's a spectrum of what our customers, the offer that we have for our customers. If there are people who are customers, potential clients, I should say, who may not have a lot of money and they're just getting started, no problem. We have something for you. There may be other people who can financially afford, more robust elements of the plan, and we have something for you as well. I do want you to know, though, with what we're offering, we're not trying to be cheap. We're not trying to be anything. We're trying to offer you the best services that we have at the best prices that we can offer. But we want to give you some kind of spectrum in terms of how you can do that. So that's basically what we're doing with the corporation, starting your own business. It's very simple. All you do is you click Get Started Today, and what will happen is going to transfer you to one of the partnership companies that we partner with, a company called Taylor Brands. And it's very simple, very reputable company. If you look at the Trustpilot reviews, somewhere about 4.5 out of 5, which is incredible in terms of the reviews. Then all you have to do, as I said, just choose your state, whatever state you're in, and it's going to walk you through the process. If you're in the state of Georgia, you go ahead and you click that. And what'll happen, it'll start that process, that 7-step process that I just talked about. It'll ask you, what's your business name? Now, ironically, and I'm just going to do this, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I just want to just kind of see. I'm just going to put 1Voice Worldwide and check availability, 1Voice Worldwide in the state of Georgia. All right, let's see, 1Voice Worldwide, state of Georgia. It says your business name is currently available, but what it's not, because on the Secretary of State, and I know why I'm saying this, they have one space, one voice, one space voice worldwide, and it should be one voice is one word. Nevertheless, I just wanted to give you an example of what you do. You will put in your company name or whatever name that you want your company to be, right? And it'll tell you what type of entity you're selecting and in what state, and then you go from there. All right. Very simple. And then I'm not going to go any further because, we can't go through the whole thing, but that's how you do it. And you can do that for free. As you're taking notes, guys, take notes to go ahead and do some of these things today. Some of these aspects that I'm going to talk about, do them today. Okay. Go ahead and submit. There's some things that I'm going to show you. There's no cost involved. There's no hard pull involved. It's a soft inquiry. You can do those things today. See how it works and start the process. The next part I want to talk to you about under business is actually business credit. Business credit. Now, second, let me look at. Oh yeah. So under the start of business, I really want to tell y'all what y'all could get paid for, if you're participating with this as a representative of the company, but I'm going to hold off on that. So I'm just kind of looking through my notes. But anyway, the second component that I want to talk to you about again is the business credit. Now, if you see this pop up, the 6-step business credit guide, go ahead and fill this out. It's obviously there's no cost, but this is a part of the educational series. Listen, guys, everything that we're talking about, as I said, we're about educating you on what business is about, on what finances and credit is about. So when you see these things pop up, there's a lot of good information. There's a wealth of information that is in these articles that we've put together, blogs that we've put together, documents that we've put together. Go ahead and submit your information for to get this guide. Again, it's free. You can download it through your email, and then you're going to get information every couple of days or so about what it takes to build business credit if you don't have it, and to educate yourself on that. So that's very important. Everybody okay? Give me a thumbs up. If you're okay, give me a thumbs up. All right. Under the Business Credit Builder program, take a look at the videos, only a couple of minutes. The key benefits of the business credit is we're going to help you understand what it means to be funded. Here's what happens so many times. And we've already started to see this with a lot of people who have been submitting applications already, even during our pre-launch phase. They've been submitting applications. And a lot of people have started to have some, denials or whatever it may be. And they're wondering, what's the problem? I should not be denied because of this, that, and the other. There are a ton of things that I'm going to share with you that could cause you to be denied. Like I said, your address, just being over leveraged. Some people have their credit locked. And so when you try to do some type of thing with the credit, there's nothing we can do because your credit is locked. Some people have conflicts in terms of, things that are on their credit, whether it's business or personal, that are inaccurate. Well, we want to first of all help you understand what those things are. But then secondly, we want to help you fix those things. All right. Let me take a quick look at the chat. Okay. That was just a thumbs up. All right. So we're going to help you understand and improve your fundability. If you go through this process with us, I'm going to show you how we can guarantee to give you certain money, because we're going to make sure that you're fundable just by basically by saying, fix this, check that. All right. We're going to help you establish and utilize business credit. Some people get denied for funding, not because they have anything bad, but because they don't have anything at all. So if you need to build business credit, we're going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to show you how to access business loans, credit lines, revolving credit, so many things. We're going to show you how to get those things done. What you want to be able to look to understand is the first part is just 4 steps. And I'm going to go through each one of these. And guys, again, remember, I know this is a bit tedious, but this may be the one time ever that we go through every phase of what we're doing financially, because we need to get that out there. So I want you to be pay very close attention to it. And, don't get bored. Just hang in there with us. So the first thing we're going to talk about is just how to become fundable. What does that mean? What does it mean to start your credit journey and be fundable? Well, we're going to look at what you have. And by the way, I think this is one of the entities where we're going to do consultations, where we're going to walk you through how to make this happen. But you got to be able to choose the right entity, the entity for your protection, whether it's a S Corp, C Corp, LLC, sole proprietor, whatever it may be. We're going to help you choose the right entity for your protection. We're going to help set up a credit-friendly business address and phone number. Most people, a lot of people get rejected because they use Pookie and Ray Ray address and phone number and all this other stuff. And because funders now have this stuff just basically done through technology. Is pushed through AI, is pushed through algorithms, is pushed through technology. If there's some type of thing where, you know, you have an address that is not appropriate to what you need to have for business, or even not being listed on the business 411, a lot of people take that for granted. Some lenders will deny you just because of that. But no worry. What we're going to do is to make sure you have a proper address. You have you're listed on business 411. That's going to be important. How to set up a bank account. You know, the best way to set up the bank account, set up your corporate domain and email and your website. This is something that I'm very particular on. A lot of times, and I'm sure you guys get this too, solicitations from people. And they're like, we can do this for your company, and we can do that for your company, and we can help your company scale, and we can do all these things for your company. The very first thing I do is I look at where that email is coming from. And if that email says, you know, ABC Marketing Company at gmail.com, I just delete that email, because you can't tell me how to build a successful company if your email says Gmail. You can't do that, right? Now, I'm not talking about if we're doing everyday business. I'm talking about somebody that says, we can take your company and we can make it all of this, and we're experts and we're this. Why not start with getting a professional email address at yourbusiness.com, not at Gmail and at Yahoo and at all these other things? Is there something wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it shows a different level of professionalism. Remember, we're talking about financial institutions giving you potentially millions of dollars. And that's one of the things they're going to look at. Well, if you can't take the time to get a professional email, then why should I give you $1 million, right? But we're going to help you get through that. And we're also going to help you avoid any red flags that lenders may be looking at. Whatever that may be, we're going to help you get through those red flags. You see here, we're going to help you in terms of your business credit report. We're going to help you establish profiles that when major BCRAs look at those profiles, then they'll know that you have done, or you are serious about your business. By the way, if you don't know what BCRA is, if you've taken notes, that's Business Credit Reporting Agencies. So when you're looking at business credit reporting agencies, whether that's Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, Dun & Bradstreet, NAV, whatever it may be, those reporting agencies, they look for certain things. Well, we're going to help you establish a profile. So when they look at that profile, they're already like, oh, okay, they know what they're doing, whether it's net 30s, whether it's trade lines, whatever it may be. You're also going to gain exclusive training on the business credit reports and the scores. How does this stuff work? Remember, guys, these companies are the powers that be, if you will. They're playing a financial game that if you don't know the game, you can't win at the game, right? So we're going to show you what these scores mean and how to get to these scores and how to get to an 80 Paydex score for your business. Some people don't even know what a Paydex score is. Well, it's like your credit score, but for businesses. If you don't know what that is, that's something that we're going to educate you through the process. And then we're going to monitor your information. You're going to have a portal. Once you sign up for our business suite, you'll have a portal where you can go in and monitor your information through your own dashboard. So you can see what we're doing, how we're building, how we're helping, and you can go through and see that all for yourself. I can't, I got to stop. I got to make sure I don't do this because I just don't want to be doing that. Anyway, so we're going to help you get through all of those processes. And then, of course, building your initial credit. The key benefits in terms of building your credit, that's going to help you in terms of getting approvals. Like I said, if you have no cash flow or no bank statements, well, when we help you build your credit, There's some thing called no doc loans where you may be able to get loans or financing without any documentation because we've helped you build your credit. All of these is a part of what we're doing. Unsecured credit with no collateral. We're going to help you through our business credit program and get an approval without what we call PGs, personal guarantees. Our model is designed to help you get to a point where you can get, and remember, right now we're on the business side, get business funding without using your personal credit. That's our goal. Our goal. Now, in some instances, you may have to use your personal guarantee, your social security number to get certain funding. That's okay. We're going to show you how to do that. But then at a certain point, we're going to show you how to separate that by putting your businesses in a trust to get that stuff out of your name, because technically you don't want anything in your personal name that's related to your business. We'll show you how to get that done so you don't have to be a personal guarantee. Someone say your business should have its own credit score. Absolutely. It absolutely should. And so when you're looking at that, sometimes people may say, well, you know, why my personal score is 850 and I'm applying for a business loan, but I got denied. Why did I get denied? Because if we're doing a non-guarantee, non-PG, non-personal guarantee loan, they don't care that your credit score is 850. They're looking at your business credit. If your business credit is, your paydex score is 5, then you're going to be denied, regardless of what your personal credit history is. Now, again, we're going to show you how to marry the two and then divorce the two. So don't worry, that's what this whole educational part is about. But to specifically answer your question, yes, your business should have a credit score as well as your personal credit score. Now, as you see here, though, if you have good personal credit, you may qualify for a hybrid program, which may offer, you know, unsecured credit lines up to 150K, right? 0% interest for up to 18 months. And as I said, no doc approvals, even for startups. But that's when if you have good credit, where we marry the two. But again, I have to keep saying, ultimately, we want to divorce the two because we don't want your personal and your business stuff connected. Now, with this business credit building program, we're going to actually, and there's a cost to this, I'll go through that in a second, but we're going to help you get funding, credit lines or credit limits that range anywhere from $5,000 up to $150,000, just going through the process of what our financial credit suite is all about. We're going to walk you through that. And so what that is this, and if you're reading along, if you're taking notes, I want you to pay attention to this part. With our intuitive software, what we're doing is we're just dedicating to building your credit through our consultations, through our advisory team, through our software. So you'll even see, and it may be in one of those videos, I'm going to give you a couple of live things in a second, but let me see if this has it. Yeah. I'm going to pull up a video real quick and just kind of show you what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to pull up with this video is just the back office of what your credit suite may look like. All right. So just give me a second and I'll pull that up. Someone say, where am I with a 27 score on the Dunn's list? You want to be at about 80. Okay. Y'all write this word down, paydex, P-A-Y-D-E-X, P-A-Y-D-E-X, and study what the paydex score is, P-A-Y-D-E-X. Study what the paydex score is. That's the wrong video, hold on. Don't worry about the volume. Can y'all see this video? Give me okay. I'm gonna pause it. I'm just gonna be going through some stuff and I'm gonna verbalize. I'm not gonna go through the whole video, see if I can make it full screen. All right. And I'm just gonna pause through it. I'm gonna verbalize it because I don't think you can hear the audio part. But this video, again, is on the website, so you can go take a look at it. But part of what we're doing with the credit builder, again, we're educating you on what you need to do to get to from, 28% of where you may be to 100% potentially, right? And so with that, we have several tools and several things that we're going to offer you that you'll be able to monitor your progress, to see what's going on, to be able to see through your own back office, your own portal, where you stand in terms of being able to be funded. Okay. Just kind of speed this up a little bit. So let's start right here. There are going to be 7 steps, and pay close attention, everybody. There are going to be 7 steps when you go into your back office of your business credit builder program. This is your portal. When you go back here, you're going to see 7 steps that we're going to help you build through. And once you're completed a step, you're going to see there's a check mark there. If there's no check mark there, then that means that's what we need to work on. But here are the 7 steps, just so you can kind of get an idea. We need to build your business credibility. That's through, trade lines or whatever we may need to help you build in terms of your credit. Your business reports that we talked about, your credit reports, making sure those things are in order. We're going to start with a round of funding that may be small, maybe $5,000, right? Your first round of funding may be $5,000. Well, that's important because we need to make sure that before you start getting $1 million, that we have established some type of credit on your business side. Remember, we're building your business. This is a business builder portfolio. So we're going to build your credit through getting you credit. Maybe small, like I said, maybe $5,000, but that's going to be on your credit report. Then we're going to start monitoring. When I say we, you're going to have access to this. Each one of these actually has drop downs. You'll be able to monitor your business reports. You're going to see what's going on in real time, what's happening with your business through what we're doing and through the bureaus. Then we're going to give you to the credit round number 2, which you may get into that $20,000 round of funding. We want to help you get to that $20,000 round of funding through the going through this process. Round 3, somewhere maybe in the neighborhood of advanced building, $30,000. We're going to show you how to get that done. And then at revolving accounts, which may be in round 4. What we're going to do, guys, if you follow this process and if you work with us step by step on what we're doing with this, we're going to guarantee you a minimum of $50,000 in financing. We're going to listen to what I'm telling you. We're going to guarantee you a minimum of $50,000 in financing. Now, it may come in different forms. It may be, part credit. It may be revolving credit. It may be lines of credit. But in its totality, your business, ABC Marketing, will have been funded, guaranteed, for at least $50,000. Why is that? Because when we go through all of these check marks and all of this is green, we know we guarantee you we can get you $50,000 at the very least. And we're going to help you get that done. Okay. So that's very important to know with the business credit funding part. Now, I'm kind of scooting through this video, so just bear with me. Now, I'm going to pause here. Remember, I told you each one of those 7 categories that had drop downs, right? I'm not going to go through all of them, but again, I just want to reinforce what we're talking about in terms of how we're going to help you build. Like step 1, it says here, step 1, credibility. And I've already mentioned this. Your business name is important. Your address is important. What type of entity that you have, LLC, S Corp, C Corp, listed on the business 411 for your email, all the stuff that we've talked about. We're going to go through and make sure you have this. Make sure you got your bank account. Make sure you got your merchant account. A lot of people take that for granted because, guys, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't have your business money coming into your personal account and your personal money going into your business account. You're setting yourself up for some serious stuff. Don't do that. If you got that done, you want to get a big part of this program. We want to separate that. You want your own merchant account where your business stuff go with your business. Because remember, you got to protect yourself personally as well. God forbid something happened to your business. You don't want, all your personal stuff being affected by it. So we're going to show you how to split that up. You want to get a merchant account. All right. Okay. Someone said the screen is too big to see the video. You may be on the phone. If you're on the phone, there's nothing we could do about it, but it's no big deal. You can see the video. If you go to the website, One Voice Financial, the video is there under business credit. I just want to kind of explain a few things. So, all right. So I apologize if that screen is too small. Sometimes on certain cell phones, it won't, maybe if you rotate the phone, get into landscape mode, it may help. And we're going to walk you through this. Do you have your business name? All of the stuff we're talking about, we're going to walk you through this process. Even in this portal, guys, you're going to see the videos where it talks about what you need to do to build this stuff. So we put a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of effort in putting this together, so you'll know we're educating you while we're helping you build simultaneously through consultation. Okay. Let me scoot ahead a little bit. And again, this just talks about, let's see if I can go back a little bit. So this part just talks about, do you have your Dun and Bradstreet number? If not, we show you how to get that done. We're going to help you get it done. All of this stuff, again, how do you monitor your Dun and Bradstreet, how you read the report. This stuff may sound daunting, but quite frankly, it's really, really simple. It's really simple. It's just, you could get your Dun and Bradstreet, your D&B number in about 5 minutes or less. But it's so important. You can get it in about 5 minutes or less. And we're going to show you how to do that. So we're going to show you how to read your reports, all of these things. So I'm not going to go through every part of the video, but if you want to know, let me just show you where this is on the website. So it's right here. If you go under business credit, business credit, and scroll down, you're going to see, it'll say demo, business credit demo and funding suite. It's a 7-minute video. That's where I'm going. You can see all of these things that I'm talking about. Now, the cost that's involved with this, it ain't cheap, y'all. This is not intended to be cheap. This for people who understand, how to build and why to build a business. If you combine all the things that we talked about, it's about $11,000 value, but we're actually offering this for about $2,500. And even for people that may not have the $2,500, we got a 3-month plan that you can kind of break that up in 3 months. Because again, remember we said we're trying to do it for the people who may not be able to financially to, do certain things right now, and then other people may be. And by the way, with these prices, hey man, y'all better jump on it, because I want to raise this. I really do. I started to have it raised for today, the $29.99, but I really do. I still might before 5 o'clock. But what you want to do here, guys, is just click get started. And what'll happen is now you're creating a portal. Okay, that portal that I just showed you, you're creating that portal. So you will put your username here and the password for the portal, repeat your password, and then put your information here. Once you go through your payment, if you're doing a full payment, or we'll show you how to do it. If you're doing a 3-part payment, put your information here and go through and click through and fill out the other information. That's going to give you your portal. Okay, it's going to give you your portal, and that's where you're going to monitor everything that we talked about. All right. Second, let me see something here. Y'all have to bear with me. Zoom has like all these boxes that's on the screen, and sometimes when it seems like I'm fidgeting, I'm trying to move a box around so I can see what I'm trying to do. And by the way, when some of these programs, when you're actually going through the program, you want to notice whether or not you have to use, whether it's what's called a soft pull, which means you don't have to use your own personal credit score to get the pre-qualification. All right. So let me just make sure I'm covering everything on this business credit builder program. Any questions on the credit builder before I go to the next topic? By the way, if you have any, we have a frequently asked questions at the bottom of each segment. So if you have any questions, there may be, it may be answered in the FAQ. So take a look at the FAQs as well. All right. Look at my notes, make sure I'm not forgetting anything under that. Oh, I did. So last night when I was preparing for this training today, making notes to myself, Sam, talk about this, Sam, talk about that. And so I just checked my notes, and there's something that I didn't talk about on this that I need to talk about real quick. And this is mainly for, hold on, y'all. This is mainly for people who will be actively doing the business from a standpoint of making money. This is very important, guys. This is very important. This is why I made a note to myself, note to Sam last night. Talk about this. If you're building this, and I'm kind of getting ahead of my skis because this actually should be in the I want to build a business part, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you're building a business and you want to just talk to somebody about how to get their business done through the business credit builder program that I just talked about, you can easily share this program. If you see these little share tabs at the bottom, you got Twitter and LinkedIn, Facebook, Messenger. And let's just say you wanted to talk specifically about this program. If you on Facebook, if you hit this Facebook share button, what will happen is it will instantly go to your Facebook. You see how I went to my Facebook? Can y'all see that? And we have a beautifully done and beautifully designed What's on Your Mind share from 1Voice Financial and the Credit Financial Suite that you can post to your people just instantly. I hope y'all saw how simplistic that was. If you're looking back at this, you just click Facebook share and it's done for you. You click that, it's going to go right to your Facebook, assuming you logged in. You see your name there, you know it's associated with you, and it's going to promote this particular product. It ain't promoting anything else but this particular product, the Business Credit Finance Suite by 1Voice FSC. This is how you're going to be able to build and promote your business. All right. I just wanted to throw that out there just as an FYI. All right. Now, the next part I'm going to talk about is the funding. I know a lot of people been interested in this funding part. How do we get funding? Okay. How do you get funding for your business? This is a very robust, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. This is a very robust division or program, I should say, funding, because there are so many ways that you can get funded. Okay. Now, what you want to be able to do first and foremost, always read the descriptions that we put here because we put them for a reason, right? Business funding for business, first of all, is in all 50 states. So regardless of where you are, the program minimums is just a general guideline that we're going to use in terms of being able to fund you. There are exceptions to some of this stuff. Like we may say you need a 680 on this chart I'm about to show you. And we may be able to do it for a 650. Go ahead and do what you need to do and let us work that part out. By the way, too, I want to make sure everybody understand when we're giving this money, 1Voice Worldwide is not making the decision. I'm sorry, 1Voice Financial is not making the decisions in terms of whether or not you're approved. I want you to get that right away because we've already had some people, and I kind of had to come out of my comfort zone a little bit. I've been working, I've been praying for the better version of myself, and I've been doing a pretty good job. I'm proud of myself. But a couple of times this week, I had to kind of come out of character just a little bit, just to tell some people off. How the hell you think we gonna give you $1 million when you anyway? Just it ain't got nothing to do with us. We're not giving. We're not denying you or approving you guys. We're connecting you based on what we're doing. We're connecting you with potential vendors. We're connecting you with potential vendors that can help partner. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Carol, my sister. can you come off screen and bring me some orange juice? Can you bring me, I know it may take you some time, but can you bring me some orange juice? I'm not crazy, y'all. I'm just not feeling well. I think my blood sugar getting too low. So if y'all see me,
Gotcha.
if y'all see me pass out on this screen, hands getting clammy, like feel like I want to faint, I think my blood sugar too low. I should have eaten something. Anyway, so make sure you look at all of this stuff and read this stuff, because if you don't qualify in some of these areas, then don't submit the application yet, right? Allow us to help you get to a certain point and then submit the application. For example, if your credit card utilization is above 30%, like if you got 60%, you got $1,000 credit card and $600 is maxed out on it, or $600 is utilized on it, then that means your credit is 60%. Well, it should be under 30%. I've never understood how they give you a credit card and then they say don't use it, but that's not my rule. But we want to make sure that you understand that this is how we're going to make sure that you get funded, by making sure these I's are dotted and these T's are crossed. We're going to walk you through that. Now, when you get your portal, some people have already asked, well, I submit my stuff, but I don't know, what's the process? Where is it? How's it going? You missed a part that we said when you filled out an application. There is a part at the end of the application that asks you to fill this out to create your own portal. When you create your own portal, guess what, guys? I want everybody to look right here. Everybody, whether you're a customer or whatever. If you want to check the status of your application, click check your status. Click check your status. It's going to take you to your portal and it'll tell you what your status is. Because here's the thing, and y'all please get this, because it's going to save us and you a lot of times. Please get this. Because of the law, 90% of your stuff we cannot see. We cannot even see your name. We can't even see your name. When you submit an application, what happens is we'll actually see an ID number that's associated to a particular client, but we can't see your name. We can't get your social security number. We can't see this stuff. If we can't see this stuff, then we can't give you any specific answers because we don't know. That's the law. It's about privacy. We can't see this stuff. So we can't tell you a lot of specifics. We don't approve you or deny you. We connect you to to the lending institution that can approve you or deny you. But now, if you want to find out your status, you make sure you go here, click check my status. It's going to take you to your portal and you'll be able to see for yourself. Please, guys, understand this. Don't ask Mr. Landrum. Don't ask Mr. Doucette. Don't ask your sponsors. Don't ask anybody, because not only can we not see it, legally, we cannot see it. Okay? But check your own status. It's right there. Now, if you have any kind of issues, absolutely, we're there for you, because that's what we're doing. You're hiring us to work on your behalf. Okay? Now, when you look at this business funding, there are multiple categories where you can get funded. Business cash advance. Now, if you don't know what that is, just again, read the descriptions. If you accept credit cards or you already have regular bank deposits on your business, then you can get funding, basically in advance on your receipts, as we call it, for double the amount of your receipts. It says it's right here, 200%, twice the amount of your monthly deposit. So if you're depositing $100,000 a month in receipts, we can actually give you a cash advance up to $200,000. That's what this is. Okay, that's what this is. Now, if you don't have the minimum qualifications, and these are very, very, very simple qualifications. If you got a minimum of 550 credit score, we're talking about personal credit score. This is a personal credit score, 550 credit score. If you've been in business 6 months or more, if you have $5,000 in receipts, that means you got $5,000 minimum in monthly revenue and up to $10 million. We can fund you up to $10 million. So the max you would have to have coming in a month is $5 million, and we can double that up to $10 million. And so you would apply for that here. All of these categories are very similar. You just have to read the description. All types of loans, and this is talking about a term loan. Term loans, including the SBA loans, express loans, if you need equipment financing, franchise loans. This is very important. Franchise loans. You can get a franchise loan, purchase order, real estate backed loans. Here's the criteria: minimum of 650 credit score, being in business at least 2 years, $20,000 a month in revenue, and we can fund up to $5 million. You would apply here. Business line of credit. Again, you see what that is. A line of credit means we'll give you, let's just say $100,000, and you can do what's called a draw from that $100,000 against deposits or whatever the case may be. Here's the criteria. Of course, you have to have some type of volume coming in per month with your business, and we can fund up to $250,000 here. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can read this, but invoice factoring. I did want to talk a little bit about the real estate mortgage loan part, because a lot of people ask about this. First of all, we don't do mortgages on personal homes. Okay, we don't do mortgage financing on personal homes. Let me just make that clear. So somebody say, I want to get a house. Can you fund that? No, we can't fund the house. But here's the hack to that. We can fund you. Let's say you're trying to get a $300,000 home. We don't do mortgage loans for legal reasons, but we do give personal loans. So let's just say you were trying to get a $300,000 home, and because we can't do a mortgage loan, we can do a personal loan for $300,000. And if you qualify, you can get that $300,000 personal loan and buy a house. Right? So I just want to make that distinction. But we can finance commercial mortgage loans, commercial properties, and the things of that nature. So if you read this here, commercial mortgages, fix and flip properties. Y'all know what that is if you're in the real estate industry, right? New construction mortgage refinance, multifamily duplex or multifamily type homes, loan to value up to 90%. Now, your qualifications may vary, but here's an initial qualification in this mortgage industry where, 620, that's not that bad. You don't have to have experience in the industry, but it helps. You don't have to worry about monthly revenue. That's not relevant here because, mortgage, there's a security for mortgages are secured. I'm sorry, commercial real estate is secured. Okay. So we can fund, the reason we can fund up to $100 million, think about that, guys. Think about that for a second. We can fund up to $100 million in the commercial mortgage space, up to $100 million. Fixing property, construction property, multifamily homes, up to $100 million. And all you would have to do is just click apply and fill out this information. By the way, again, make sure you pay attention to this, especially if you're talking to somebody. This initial check is a pre-qualification, which means it doesn't affect your credit score. It's not a hard inquiry. It won't affect your personal credit score at all to find out where you stand. So fill out this information, okay, in terms of it's going to ask about your property, your guarantor, the property details, so forth and so on, ask you all of these questions, and you fill this out. It doesn't affect your credit score and will give you some type of response. Then once you decide if you want to move forward, depending upon the lending institution, there may be some type of hard inquiry, but in the beginning, there won't be, okay? But we can do that up to $100 million, okay? And of course, we got unsecured business funding. This is for any purpose. You don't have to have any monthly revenue. Now, this is powerful, guys. You don't have to have any monthly revenue. You don't have to have any time in business. And it's unsecured. You want to definitely, let me move this box so I can read it for you. Boxes are driving me crazy. There got to be a better way. So these funds for unsecured business funding can be used for any purpose. No income verification is required. You don't have to have any industry rejections, any of that stuff like that, revolving credit line. But you must have at least $2,000 in revolving credit currently and less than 30% credit utilization. Notice a theme here in terms of your credit utilization. The industry, remember, we're not making these decisions. These are industry decisions where they say your credit utilization should be 30% or less. Okay, your credit utilization should be 30% or less. So make sure you're aware that even if you don't do anything with One Voice Financial moving forward, get that credit utilization down. And then, of course, we have startup small business loans. Okay, startup small business loans. Here's the criteria. This is also basically unsecured personal loan, 3 to 7 year terms that are available. If you got a W-2 type of income that can be verified and direct access to cash for business purposes, then we can actually help you get up to $150,000 in terms of funding. Here's the criteria for that. Just click apply and go through the process. All right. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm still going to take my time, but some of this other stuff is not so technical. I wanted to spend a little more time on the business funding stuff, and I want to spend a lot of time on the consumer finance and the debt relief. Trademark services is just what it says. We're going to help you get your business trademarked with your logo, proof of your brand. We're going to make sure that everything that's supposed to be connected to your company is trademarked properly, your logos, your colors, your name, everything. Believe it or not, guys, when you're building a business and when you're building a business and building a brand and you're getting trademarked, again, detail matters when you're protecting your brand. For example, if you look at our One Voice FSC logo, everything here is intentional, but when we talk about putting things and listing things with the trademark, how this logo is important. Not only is this logo is important, these colors are important. We sent in, and I got this stuff in my head. I've been doing this so long that this color blue, I know the hex number for this color blue is 0107B. I know the hex number for this green is 828311. I already know this stuff. Wow, I've been doing this for so long. It's just actually, but that stuff has to be listed on your trademark, not just your logo, but the colors, the hex number. So they have the exact colors. The details matter. And if I got in my head that the color green for all the One Voice brands is 828311, it's important. Why? Because when you get in trademark, they're going to ask you, what are the colors? And it's not just green. No. It's 828311, right? That's what we're going to help you get done. Enough of that. Now, this consumer, this is a biggie. I want everybody, if you didn't get anything else, this is going to be a biggie. This is going to be a biggie. It's so big, I can even tell you, let me look at my notes so I ain't saying the wrong thing, just to let you know. Where is this? Man, y'all gonna be fired up when I talk to y'all about how you get paid. Can you imagine that business credit suite that I just showed y'all a little earlier, where it had the 7 steps and all of that? Can you imagine just referring somebody and they decide to do that and you get a $500 referral fee? Well, that's what you're going to get. $500 referral fee. No work. Just you that somebody, you tell somebody, hey, look, you get this business, you building your business, you get this credit suite, they go get this credit suite, you get a $500 referral fee. I was looking at the commissions on what I'm about to talk to you about, but I'm just going to wait until we get to the payout part. Some of y'all don't understand the value of owning your own business, so I ain't going to waste y'all time. All right, so this consumer financing part is going to be important because it's going to allow you guys, in all seriousness, to bring people to the table that already have businesses that you can help their business be financed, and you're going to benefit or potentially benefit from it, whether you're a business owner or whether you're a representative and you can actually benefit from it. So let me just kind of go through it instead of speculating. Actually, consumer financing is called DTT. That's direct to consumer, where we actually going to take, let me just read it for you, show you how to get this done. What DTC, direct to consumer, is, it's a very simple process where a merchant is provided their own platform. I'm going to show you this platform shortly. A merchant is provided their own platform to request financing for their customers. For example, let's just say you own a glass company. And let's just say hypothetically, your glass company is called Blues Discount Glass, right? Let's just say that hypothetically. Blues Discount Glass can have your own online platform where you can request financing on behalf of your customers who may not be able to finance the repair of the glass. Or let's just say you have ABC Roofing Company, right? And a roof may cost $10,000. I know how much roofs cost, but the customer may not be able to afford $10,000. Well, ABC Roofing Company can offer financing of that $10,000 to their customer, right? And it's going to be through their company, but through your company, 1Voice FSC. Let's just say whether it's real estate, whatever it may be, we can offer funding through your company. And I'm about to show you how that works. Okay, I'm about to show you how that works. The second thing is, I'm gonna go through these 4 things. Let me pause this real quick. This Carol bringing me my, hold on 1 second, y'all, because I really do feel like I want to pass out. I can't find the screen thing. Just this fine. All right, just sit there. That's fine. Thanks. Yeah, usually I ain't drinking on this thing, but I'm literally shaking, so I think my blood sugar too low. Thank you. No, this fine. Thanks. I don't even know how to open this thing. Oh, I got it.
Dr. Orm is actually getting some fluids in his system.
Yeah.
I hope you guys see the value of where we are and what we're doing overall. So make sure you have your notes locked in place and getting ready for the second part, because as he began to go through this and get to the personal part and also the revenue that some of us will be able to participate in, make sure you get ready, because there's some very, very nice numbers that we're going to be moving forward with. So we're excited about that. Dr. Orm, you ready?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carol. For that. Sometimes my blood sugar gets so low, especially if I don't eat something early and I'm all intense, like I'm intense. And I can tell, like, you feel like you're about to pass out because I start shaking and all that stuff. But as soon as you get some orange juice or something like that to take the sugar level up a little bit, I already feel a little bit better. So, so anyway, the second part is the financing request is, so your business, Blues Glass, is going to have a form, I'm going to show you in a second, on their website or their own landing page that will request funding on behalf of their customers, and we're going to finance it. And when I say we, I'm talking about our lenders through 1Voice FSC, but as far as the customer is concerned, it's coming from you, the business owner, the merchant, okay? Look at this, oh, a couple people say, hope you feel better. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. This has rarely happened on camera before. I feel embarrassed, but I appreciate that. The third thing is, if a partnered lender accepts the request. Now, remember, we're talking about 1Voice FSC is not giving the money. We're not the lender, but we have partnered lenders. We're going to look at this stuff and we're going to say, hey, based on what you put on this application, these lenders will probably lend you money. So if a partnered lender accepts your request, then now the consumer will receive a loan. That means the customer, they're going to get a loan or a line of credit or some type of alternate funding. That funding is for the business owner, the merchant. So if the customer is approved, he or she will be able to receive the funds within 2 to 3 days. Think about that. If they are approved, they'll get the funds within 2 to 3 days. Now, you, when it says you invoice the customer, that means you, Blues Discount, can invoice the customer. Because remember, We're working for you, Blues Discount. We're working for you, ABC Roofing Company. So we're going to say, hey, Blues Discount, Linda Johnson just got funded for this $10,000. Now you can send her an invoice and she can pay you this $10,000. She can't take this $10,000 and go to Doja Road Casino. She can't do that. She have to, that $10,000 is for Blues Discount. That's how we connect the dots with that. Okay. So let me just go through this again. So basically you got a merchant, ABC Roofing Company. They'll submit a financing request through their website or landing page. If accepted through one of our lenders, then the customer will get the financing, will contact ABC Roofing Company and say, Linda Johnson got financed for $10,000. You can now invoice her and build her roof. That's the 4-step process. Now, let me show you this link real quick. Let's see here. All right, so can everybody see my screen where it says modern financing in the middle?
Yes.
All right, so business owners, listen to this. I know there's a ton of business owners out there. Listen to this. We will create this page for you. You can have it as an individual page, or you can have it as a link on your current website. Either way, it's called a landing page, or you can have it on your current website. And what happens is it'll say something to the effect of onevoicefinancial.com, DTC, which is direct to consumer. And then where it says landing here, it would say Blues Discount Glass. That will let us know who this customer belongs to. This logo right here will be the Blues Discount Glass logo. This will be the ABC Marketing Company's logo, not OneVoice, not OneVoice FSC. They're not going to see anything dealing with us at all. That's going to be your logo. It's going to say, Blues Discount Glass right here. Now, we'll say partnered with OneVoice Financing, but this will say Blues Discount Glass. Then this will say, where I have right here, your company name, this actually will say Blues Discount Glass connects you to loan providers that work for you. So in other words, this loan, for all intent and purposes, for your customers, is coming through your company, and we're just backing that. They're not coming through us. They're not coming to our website. This is direct to you. And so what happens is it says right here, click the button below to find your pre-qualified offers. And so all they would have to do is check for the rates right here. And it's going to ask them, I think it's being populated. Give it a second to load up. Okay, so there it is. So get matched with personal loan offers in less than 60 seconds. Now, the less than 60 seconds, that don't mean you're qualified. That just means you should get a list of people that you're potentially matched up with, okay, within 60 seconds. Then loans up to $100,000. You see the loan terms anywhere from 6 to 144 months. We got a great APR, 2.9 to start with. Remember, again, I keep saying this because this is going to be important, especially if you're talking to people. This is a free service, and it will not affect your credit score. It will not affect your credit score. I'm having all kinds of issues today. But the devil is a liar. Mammon be gone. I don't care. The devil is a lie. I don't care what I got to pop. Give me some Percocet. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to keep this thing rolling. So this won't affect your credit. So remember now think about where we are. The customer is now on Blues Discount Glass for all intents and purposes. Remember, you still see here, this is amazing to me. This is why I know y'all going to blow the heck up with this. This logo still says Blues Discount right here. It still says Blues Discount. It still says ABC Marketing. As far as the customer is concerned, And we can, by the way, we can have this up and running in the next day or two. As far as the customer is concerned, because they already have a relationship with this company, that's the company that they're getting financed through. It doesn't matter to them that it's backed by 1Voice FSC. It's important for them to know that, hey, look, Blues Discount is offering me an opportunity. You put the loan amount, whether it's 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, all the way up to 100,000. Can't go over 100,000. What's the purpose of the loan? If it's for a large purchase, if it's for whatever it's for, auto refinancing, whatever it may be. Or you can even select other. In this case, it's for a roof. What's your credit rating, area, and so forth and so on. And you fill that stuff out. Okay. Now, again, think about the brilliance, and I'm going to go back. Think about the brilliance of what's happening here. You have a company, let me go back, that can put this page either on their website or just as a separate landing page. If they're trying to get a product, a big ticket product up to $100,000, no matter what it is, and they don't have the money for it, your company can offer them through your own branded landing page an opportunity to get funded. We'll process the funding. We'll let you know, hey, look, Linda Johnson just got $50,000 for this rebuild home. All right. And now you can invoice Linda Johnson for $50,000. Think about what that does for the business. Think about what that does for the business. It brings volume. It brings credibility. It brings things to the business. I'm talking about the business owner. It ain't got nothing to do with us. That keeps their customers around for long periods of time, and even coming back to process funding again and again, simply because they feel like, and you are doing this, you're servicing them. You're doing this for them. You don't have to offer them financing for their roof. You know that, but you're offering them financing as an alternative. I want to take just a couple of seconds, not very long, Mr. Landrum, Mr. Doucette, to just speak a little bit on this particular product, because I think this is going to be a game changer for a lot of you, and I'll tell you why. But Mr. Landrum, Mr. Doucette, if you guys just kind of chime in just briefly, what do y'all think about this particular product?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you can hear me. Well, actually, this is probably, and maybe I shouldn't have a bias, but this is probably Dr. Owen, my favorite. And here's why I say that, because it begins to answer challenges for smaller companies that may not be able to offer some of the things that the bigger companies do. So for an example, is everybody familiar or heard of a company by the name, I think it's Rent to Own, where you can rent to own something? Whether it's an air conditioner or a TV or whatever, and it's rent on, and they go right to the computer and say, hey, we can try to approve you for this loan, and they go right there and they got Rent a Center, and whether you get the loan or not. Well, that's something similar to what we're doing. They're able to attack all of these companies out there and have their own brand there and be able to do exactly what we're doing, except they don't have any responsibility to go right to our team and to be able to go either yes or no. And let me give you one example. I had a conversation with someone in the funeral industry, a smaller funeral home. And a lot of people don't know funerals are expensive, absolutely horrifically expensive, right? But that being said, a lot of times they'll go and they have to do promissory notes and, I wish we can do it, or cut off, and, just whatever it may be. Well, this will answer that solution for them. We can put this on their actual site right there. If the individual family, for whatever reason, don't have the monies up front, they can actually do this, qualify for that, bury their loved ones, and on top of all of that, be able to pay for it over a certain period of time. Now that literally takes the pressure off of the family, that takes the pressure off of the actual funeral home for getting their money. And then also you, as the business of having a business go through you, now you also get paid So now it becomes a win-win-win. It's 3 wins at one time. You cannot beat that. That becomes absolutely incredible for a lot of people. So for me, and now we branding it to their specific logos and all of those things. And by the way, if they don't have a logo, we can get the logos done. So it's a whole bunch of things that is just a blessing to so many people. So for me, maybe I shouldn't say it, but this is probably one of my favorite, to help so many small companies and small businesses be able to meet the demands of where they are. Mr. Landrum?
Absolutely. I did tell everything you just said. I like the fact of it allows companies to brand themselves and it's getting their name and name recognition out there, but it also solves a problem that a lot of people have by being able to get things done that they need to be done. Because some people legitimately, in some cases, no fault of their own, find themselves in a situation that they can't get things that is needed done. Well, now we are allowing companies to be that solution to people, to give them that avenue that, because a lot of people may not know how to go about getting means to get stuff done. Well, now just imagine you're that company and they come to you and they don't have those resources. Now you got a solution for them. Not only do you have a solution, you're branding yourself. Now your name is out there. Now you become that solution that they start referring people to you because of the help that you provided. And now you providing that help. Now you become not just a glass company, not just a roofing company, but you become a solution. And now, because you have become a solution, your name, your brand start to expand beyond. Word of mouth is going to become huge for you because you provided Miss Jane, who may not have the resources, who found herself in a situation, who didn't have the upfront monies to do it, but you put her in a place where now she can get done what she needs to get done. Can imagine what that's going to do for her, what that's going to do for your company, and then you can get paid again on it as well. So it's awesome. It's amazing. I think y'all better understand where we're going and what we're doing with this. It's going to be huge. So thank you, Dr. Warren, for allowing us that opportunity.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Man, and that was a good point. Thank you, both of you guys. But that was a good point, Mr. Doucette. We talked about Rent-A-Center. I never thought about that, but that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. They call it in-house financing, but at the end of the day, there's a third party that's actually doing the financing because Rent-A-Center doesn't do it. So that's a very good example. If you hear me steal that example in my next presentation, I'm going to claim it as my own. As I typically do. Now, I said I wasn't going to, I keep kind of getting ahead of myself, but I just want y'all to know something. And this is not for the people who just here as a customer. This is for the people who building this as a business. Let me just tell you something. When I talk about how you get paid from this, let's assume somebody did do this program and someone was given, I just say for round number, $100,000 loan or whatever it may be, personal loan. Okay. Just doing the math. Now there are things that's called commissionable volume and personal volume and all of that stuff mixed up into it. A lot of people getting paid and all of this other kind of stuff. Let me just give you a flat number. If somebody did $100,000, your referral fee is $12,000. 12.
Hold on, say that again.
If
Let me make
somebody,
sure I got that together.
if somebody did this program and a customer, not 10 customers, one customer did $100,000, your referral fee is $12,000. That's what you get. That's what you get. Well, what if 10 people, what if 10 companies did this? You do the math. Now, I'm not saying that everybody gonna do $100,000, but the formula will be the same for if it's $1,000. You're gonna get, basically what happened is you're gonna get 20% of 60%. That's basically what you're gonna get 20%. But the commissionable volume is 60%. So you're gonna get 20% of 60%. 20% of 60% of $100,000 is $12,000. 20%. You can do the math. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna tell y'all no more payouts until we get to the payout part. Because those of you who are business owners are not interested in that. I ain't trying to bore y'all. We're talking about how much money we gonna make. So anyway, so yeah, so this as they both said, this product is gonna be it. This is gonna be it for a lot of people. And again, just to summarize what happens here, you open a loan application, you're going to get a pre-qualification, you get your money and you pay the merchant. That's it. It's as simple as that. We've done all the heavy lifting for you. You know, we've brought many of our best loan providers. These are people who we've already vetted on your behalf because we know the lenders who are friendly to roofers and real estate or cars or whatever. We know the lenders who are friendly with those type of entities. So we don't, if you got a roofing company, we don't send you to a lender that's, friendly to health. You know what I mean? We kind of partner you with lenders that will give you the best rate, the fastest payout, and most importantly, it'll help in terms of getting you approved. Okay. So make sure that you talk about this and understand this. And like I said, this is going to be branded for your company. That goes under, again, the consumer financing part. I'm going to go through these three. They're not as long. I just want to spend more time on that. But the debt relief part under business. Here's the thing that I would say as far as the debt relief. Here's what I would say as far as the debt relief. Because everybody is unique, I am suggesting that you do a consultation for your debt relief up front right away. We've already put some people in place right now that are certified, qualified, and prepared to help you in this case, and I think on the personal side too, but to get the business debt help right away without borrowing money, without filing for bankruptcy. We guarantee we're going to protect your assets. Instead of us trying to teach you how to do this, we're going to actually consult you and walk you through the whole process. We're going to reduce your business debt payments by up to 90%. We know we can do this. Okay. We resolve all types of business debt. If you have cash advance debt that you need to get from under, if you have a tax situation you need to get from under, lawsuits, vendors, credit cards, any kind of judgments that you need to get from under, we're going to help you get from under those things, period. And here's our guarantee. If you qualify, then the amount that you pay back, whatever you're paying back, including our fees, is going to be much less than what you actually owe. So you're in a win-win-win situation. Okay. We're going to help you get through that. So what can you expect from our debt help program? You're going to increase your cash flow. You're going to improve your quality of life because you're going to bring that debt down. You're going to avoid any unnecessary filing fees because some people in some serious stuff on the verge of bankruptcy. We can stop all that. Let me take that back. I can't legally say that. We can stop that. We're going to help you fix that. All right. Make sure that your payments are affordable if you have to pay something to bring down this stuff. But again, the key is, guys, I would say get a consultation right away and it's free. Now, you can start today. Scheduling, y'all pay attention because some of y'all going to miss these things that you need to know. You can schedule a 30-minute consultation. You can start scheduling today. These are the open dates. So you'll see this under the debt relief. You're not going to talk to me, Mr. Landry, or Mr. Doucette, because we're getting out of that business. Y'all going to be talking to some experts that are well qualified in helping you get this debt done. I mean, and these are some fantastic people that you're going to talk to. I can't wait. Some of these ladies are, I mean, they are incredible. But you can schedule this right now. The calendar is wide open. Get your 30-minute consultation. And again, don't ask me, Mr. Doucette, Mr. Landry, any of the leaders, even your sponsors. Don't ask us any information about this stuff because, again, we don't know. Two, we can't get in your business, guys. When you're talking about financial stuff, the law is very particular about. Ooh, thank you for that, Kara. I feel so much better already. The law is very specific about what you can and cannot do financially. Okay, so we can't talk about this stuff. You want to talk about it to your consultant. So if you have some issues right now in terms of your business debt, go ahead and schedule your consultation with our team. They're there to help you. They're going to walk you through that. They're going to let us know that we have a client. We're going to see that through an ID number, so you maintain your anonymity. We won't even know who you are. Okay. The way we connect you with, especially people who are doing the business with your customer, we connect that through ID numbers. And but we won't even know who you are. You're just going to speak directly with your consultant. And you may be working with your consultant a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years. It doesn't matter. Just depending upon where you are, you and your consultant, we're going to solve this. So book a free consultation, and they're going to take you through that process. Now, the only thing that I would say is make sure you have a minimum debt of at least $15,000. In other words, if you got $2,000 worth of debt, that ain't considered debt. That just means you got to shuffle, you got to eat out a little less. But if you got about 15,000 or more in debt, and again, everything you want to know is here. If you got about $15,000 or more in debt, then yeah, we can absolutely help you on that. Credit builders, I'm going to keep this very, very quick. We have some companies that we can pretty much guarantee that you'll get an account for. This is going to help you build your credit history, if you will. And some companies that we've partnered with, like an office supply company, for example, Crown Office Supply, we can pretty much guarantee that you can get these accounts. They're going to go on your credit, your business credit report as a net 30 or net 60 or something like that. And there's a variety of those, especially if you get the business credit suite. This is just 4 or 5 here, but we have a ton of them that we're going to connect you through Amazon, Walmart. I'm doing off the top of my head. Amazon, Walmart, Shell, Quick Trip. These are what we call net 30s and net 60s that we're going to make sure that's on your credit report. This is going to help you get your Paydex score up, which is going to help you become a better lending prospect for lending. Okay. I remember when we started out with not even started out, but every time we add another company, like when we did the Hot Shot Mall, before you even know it, Amazon sent us a $10,000 line of credit. We didn't even ask for it. They sent a $10,000 line of credit. I'm like, where's the Amazon come from? I'm asking Mr. Landry. Mr. Landry don't know. He asked Mr. Doucette. They just sent $10,000 per line of credit. I'm like, okay, we don't use it, but the fact that they do it and it's a net 30, it's a great thing. All right. So that's gonna help with the credit builders. Licensing and permits is just what it says. We're going to help you in terms of if you need to get a business license, we're going to direct you. We're going to make sure you stay compliant, make sure it's easy to understand, so forth and so on. So that's very simple. That's it on the business side. Okay, that's it on the business side. Before I run through the personal stuff, is there any question as it relates to business funding, business credit, business anything? Type those in the chat if you have any questions, right? Any questions? And don't forget, when I wrap up in a little while, I'm going to show you how you get paid for all of these services. Every one of these services that we're talking about, if those of you who are part of building a business, I'm going to show you how you get paid on that. And the payments is going to be off the chain. All right, while you're typing your questions, now the personal process is very similar in a lot of cases to the business processes. For example, if you want to get personal credit, you click the personal credit. This video, it goes into what the credit process is like. What we're doing, and I want to make sure you understand this, we don't call it credit repair. It's credit restoration, okay? It's credit restoration. Just know that it's credit restoration. And we've partnered with a company called Credit Likes that's going to help walk you through all of your credit need, getting your credit restored, inaccuracies resolved, so forth and so on. We're not doing it. We did that before in the past, credit repair, and we decided to just kind of transition to a third party. Credit Likes is a very reputable company. All the companies, by the way, that we partner with, all of the vendors that we partner with, all of the banks that we partner with, they all are AAA rated, all of them, every single one. We specifically wanted to make sure that we did that. You know, the guys, Mr. Doucette, Mr. Landrum, when we look at building a business, you know, they set forth a criteria of what it is that we're looking for. And regardless of how something may appear, if it doesn't fall in line with that criteria of what we're doing, then we don't do it. We don't do it. Here's the beautiful thing about where we are, guys, right now with 1Voice, FSC, and all of our brands. We don't have to have any vendor. We can pick and choose, and we don't have to have any rep. We can pick and choose. That's the beauty of where we are right now. That's the beauty of where you are. You're in a sustainable industry, and it's still growing. And it's still growing because, you know, I'm up all night and just, again, getting ready for this meeting because I'm so excited. I'm just so excited about it. And I'm writing my notes out, and I'm kind of like, what am I going to talk about tomorrow morning? And then I thought, there's another program that I didn't even talk about that's on the business side that we're going to release probably tomorrow. But you know that, you remember the business credit suite, that's $2,500. The business credit suite, that's $2,500. Well, we're going to offer the business credit suite Lite, Lite, where a lot of the stuff that we would do, you could do it yourself, and you can get the same thing for $995. $995. So you don't have to pay the $2,500. You could pay $995. You get a whole, you know, credit suite. A lot of the stuff that we would do, like applying for your EIN number, you may have to apply for your EIN number, but okay, no big deal. We just show you how to do it. Instead of us doing it, we show you how to do it, but you save a couple $1,000. And guys, that's commissionable. You'll make money from it. So we might release that. It's ready. I was just overwhelmed last night. So, but you'll be able to get that tomorrow. All right. So we partner with Credit Lights, and what we're doing is credit restoration. There's no risk to paying for the services that do not work. We will give you a full refund if you don't see results. So it's a 100% guaranteed if you don't see results. Now, if you want more information about it, you know, you can read through this and make sure you look at the Credit Lights refund policy. Okay. The refund policy is there, but the biggest thing is if you don't see any results, we'll give you a full refund. What happens is there's an initial audit. It's $239. And they go through all of the stuff on all of your credit bureaus. I mean, it's a very detailed process. And they make sure they see what's going on before we start to try to fix it. I ain't gonna say we, before they, Credit Lights, start to try to fix it. And while we're going through the process until it's done, it's $89 per month. Now that could be 1 month, 2 months, probably 6 months at the minimum. And then, you know, however long it takes to get you where you want to be. But again, if you don't get the results, you get the money back. What does this service include? You get an online money manager tool, you get debt elimination tools, wealth guides, a whole lot of stuff, you know, credit bureau reports, daily monitoring, so forth and so on. You get text and email monitoring alerts, credit score trackers. I mean, there are a variety of things that you can benefit from just by using this plan. We've even included aspects from our identity protection plan that's a part of our 1Voice Worldwide Allstate. We've included some of that in this particular package, specifically the ID protection, the $1 million fraud insurance, those type things, because not only are you getting your credit and stuff right, but if there are some inaccuracies or some things that will cause you harm, we're going to fix that for you through our ID protection. And that's included in this. That's not a separate fee. So you want to make sure you take a look at that. Once you click sign up now, it's going to take you to the Credit Lights website. Waiting on that to load. And then you just start putting in your information, your country, sign up details, you know, your username, so forth and so on. And it'll guide you through everything that you need to do. And once you get to this part, you know, you put in this, accept the terms, and then you go through the process. All right. Very simple, but very, very powerful. We've already had 2 people that started this process and they've already seen some results. Now, seeing results don't mean you're finished. It just means that, there are some proven results. So let's just say you had, for example, 10 things on your credit report, and that person may have already seen 2 or 3 of those things fixed, and, inaccuracies fixed. We're not doing anything crazy or unscrupulous. We have to follow the law, but most times there are inaccuracies on your credit report that is causing you some issues. So that's the credit under financing. That's the personal credit part. What are you laughing at, Mr. Doucette? What's wrong? What are you chuckling about?
The reason I'm laughing is I haven't got stopped from the $100,000 and the bonus or the one-time pay of $12,000. So if somebody develop $100,000 in a month with a whatever company and get those loans out, and your return is $12,000, I mean, you make $12,000 a month. Yeah, that's why I'm smiling and got this big old grin from ear to ear. So
I'm
yeah,
way on something else, and you still think about that 12,000. Now you're a shark.
yes, sir. Shock to my heart. Yes, sir.
I'm way on something else.
Me and Aisha, if nobody else, me and Aisha gonna ride together on that one.
We way on something else. All right. Personal loans is we kind of talked about it. This is if you guys remember, you saw earlier where we talked about the DTC, direct to consumer, for the business, how it's branded. It's the same thing here. This is ours. This is ours. This is branded, as you see, FSC, 1Voice FSC, same picture, blah, blah, blah. So this is actually the form that would be on those other company sites. This is ours. So I've already gone through this. I don't have to go through it again. You know what this is all about. Credit builders is the same as we talked about on the business side. It's just different credit builders, because some people who have rent, you can actually report rent to build your credit, so forth and so on. We'll go through that, but this is very simple. It's just almost just enrolling into a particular, Credit Strong, for example. They have a good plan where if you're paying a certain bill or such and such on time, that can actually report on your personal credit. And it's a benefit to building your personal credit. Okay. Oh, okay. Somebody said I'm not sharing my screen. I am so sorry. Let me see. It looks like I'm sharing it. Do y'all see my screen? You should see something say rent reporters right here.
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay. It may be on your end. If you can't see it on your screen, just check your screen. I think it's sharing here. All right. So yeah, that's the personal credit builders. Credit cards is self-explanatory, where if you're looking to get a credit card, all you have to do is just put your credit score wherever you fall, and what kind of credit card you're looking for, whether it's a bank transfer, cash back, rewards, improve your credit, low interest, whatever kind of credit card you're looking for. Let's say you're looking for a credit card that offers cash back. You just put that there, you click get started, and then by the way, remember, it's not going to affect your score. What I'm encouraging you guys to do is utilize these things today. Go and start filling this stuff out. You're not going to get a hard inquiry unless you decide to accept something. But at the very least, you can see, oh, okay, these companies say I'm good for this credit card. Go ahead and do that. But also keep in mind, because we've been already getting it, if you're denied, we didn't deny you, and we can't approve you. We can't even tell you what the problem is in a lot of cases. Now, some cases we can. If your credit is locked, you can't apply for credit if your credit is locked. If your utilization is above 30%, we can see that, so forth and so on. But the particulars of your account, where by law we can't see that. But pull this off, do a soft pull, start putting in your information, and you should get some response relatively quickly. It's only 4 steps in terms of applying for the credit card. Savings account. This is for high yield savings. I'm going to do a different training on this a little bit later to kind of explain the value of what a high yield savings account is. But if you wanted to look at it at your own leisure, feel free to go under savings account and just kind of peruse through it. What can you afford to put in a savings account? And then you can kind of see some of the returns, and you're able to open an account with a particular company, in this case, SoFi. And again, we've only partnered with companies that are AAA rated. So wherever you go, you're going to get the best of the best. Debt consolidation, we kind of went through this with on the business side, and it's very similar. So you would just put the amount of debt that you're trying to consolidate, and you select, it's already pre-populated here. But if there were some other things you're trying to do in terms of credit card refinance and student loans, home improvement, whatever, just put that there. But if it's debt consolidation, put the amount and go through the application, okay? Debt help. Same thing that we talked about with the business debt help. We're going to walk you through this process of getting out of debt personally. Remember, the other one was about business, okay? This one is about personal debt. We're going to help you reduce your monthly debt payment by up to 50%. And that's huge. If you're spending $1,000 a month in debt above and beyond what you should be, we want to get that down at least to $500. We're going to do that by helping you get one affordable payment, no upfront fees, and we're going to resolve your debt in whatever time frame, just depending upon what your needs are. We're going to do a free debt analysis, by the way. There's a question that's asked, is there a maximum number of soft pulls from credit reports? No, there's no maximum. You could do soft pulls at 1,000 if you want, not just with us, with anybody. Soft pulls doesn't do anything. Nobody even see it but you. Now, the soft pull will be on your credit report, but not like affect your credit score. It'll just say you did a soft pull from, ABC Roofing Company, but there's zero effect on your credit score, zero effect. And the only reason it's showing on your credit report is just in case you didn't do it. Somebody else did it. You can say somebody did a soft pull, but it has zero effect on your credit score, and you can pull as many soft pulls as you want. So with this debt analysis, this is where your schedule, this is the other part. Remember, we gave you a calendar this is a different calendar, by the way. Debt help relief on the business side. This is on the personal side. It's a different group of people who are going to be helping you. Again, they're certified in terms of debt help, so they'll be able to do that. You can start scheduling this on the debt relief consultations right away. You can start talking to somebody this week. Obviously, we close Monday, but you can start talking to somebody this week. Please don't get this mixed up with just a regular consultation. Regular consultation, like if you see on the home page, you see free consultation. You can book an appointment for business or for personal. This is different. When you see this FSC 30-minute consultation, this is different. Because this is more so myself, Mr. Landry, Mr. Doucette, and you see there ain't as much availability because we busy, right? That's with us, and that fills up quickly. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot of consultations. We are going to put some other people in place that would do what we do, but also just be mindful that when we're talking about, hold on, let me move this screen. When we're talking about the debt and business and the personal debt consultations, where's my little screen I'm looking for? Oh, it's on the getting started. But anyway, it's over here. Debt help, I'm on the wrong one. When we're talking about personal and business debt relief, absolutely go ahead and schedule right now, because we're not doing that consultation. It is being done by debt experts. We aren't debt experts. And if you wanted to know the difference, you'll see that it'll say debt help relief, not 1Voice. It says 1Voice Financial here, but the other one says 1Voice FSC. So this tells you that you're going to be speaking to an expert that we've hired and put in place. You're not speaking directly to us because we're not qualified. One of the things we wanted to do with this is to make sure that we stay in our own lane. We know brilliantly what we do, and we do what we do well. I'm talking about myself, Mr. Landry, Mr. Doucette, and in marketing, the buzz ladies, right? That sounds chauvinistic. the ladies of the buzz. um, we all know what we're doing and we know what we're good at. But when you start talking about being a professional, you know, in terms of helping somebody get out of debt or consulting them about this, that, and us, every category, we're going to hire experts. We've already done that for the business and the personal debt relief. This is going to be huge come the beginning of the year. Instant tax. Oh my goodness, this is going to be huge. Instant tax refund advance. We're going to, not we, we've partnered with a company that's going to give you up to $7,000 same day. If we file your taxes and you got a refund coming, we can give you that refund same day, up to $7,000. Direct deposit or cashier's check or Visa card, same day. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of this stuff, you know, because of the you know, it's not, what am I trying to say? It doesn't even apply until January. This should say 2025, but it doesn't even start to January 2nd, 2025. But during the tax season, you're going to be able to schedule with the company that we partner with, AAA rated. It's called Taxable. They'll be able to do your taxes, maximize your refund. God, these guys are sharks in a good way. They don't play. Having spoken to them, I spoke to them, I think it was Thursday. They don't play. If it's some money you can get back, oh, they're going to get it back. They're going to get it back. They're reputable. They're highly qualified. They look at what, you know, what's that company? I can't even think of it, but it was on the tip of my tongue. H&R Block. They look at what H&R Block and all these other companies do, and then they've perfected their system. This is why they can give you the money the same day, because they know what they're doing. So this is going to be huge starting in January. And there's a pretty good payout for this as well, for people who just think about that. You just referring Pookie and Ray Ray and them, your cousin. Say, hey, look, click this link and get your taxes did. And you get your taxes did. Look at my little cheat sheet here. There's so many numbers and so much stuff. There's a 20% commission, on somebody getting their taxes did. That could be huge. Y'all, it's so much money in this stuff. I ain't talking to y'all that just want to be a client. I'm talking to everybody that want to build a business. All right. So, you know, IRS approved. Everything is already in order. This is the main thing, is this company is IRS approved. As we wind down, trust, wills, student loans, and auto loans. I'm going to kind of combine these because their percentages, the payout percentages, are about the same. But you just want to click through these to see where you are. If you want to start a trust, and these are very important. You want to create a living trust, and you could do this online, because we see this all the time, where when people pass away, people show out. The relatives show out. They cut up, man. They do some crazy stuff. You wouldn't even believe it. They show out when people pass away. So you want to make your intentions known while you're alive, between the trust, the wills. Make sure you make a will, and you can do this online in minutes. You can do this online in minutes. And guys, we put together a plan where this is commissionable. You can just tell somebody, hey, look, you need to go get your will done. Give them this link, give them your link, and you're going to get paid from that. But more importantly than you getting paid from it, these people, you need to have a will. You need to make your intentions known, because people cut up when people die. I thought it would be the opposite, but no, it ain't the opposite. They show out. So just read through that. Student loans up to $500, up to $100, up to $500,000. If you have student loan debt that hadn't been forgiven, you just go here, put the amount that you're looking to have forgiven, and put your credit score. And this is going to match you with whatever company or vendor that will potentially help you get rid of, or at least help your student loan debt. And then you got auto loan. Some people are upside down with the auto loan. That means you owe more than the car is worth. You may want to refinance that debt. Again, it's free and it won't affect your credit score if you just check this out and do a pre-qualification, whatever the loan amount is. And here you want to choose your credit score. This will actually go directly to the department for the vehicles. That's why you have to add your vehicle information here. All of this stuff, vehicle ID, make and VIN number, and all that other kind of stuff. Put that information in, and then we will match you with a company that can help you potentially remove your auto debt through refinancing. So I've gone through all of the categories, guys. Before we're going to wrap up, but I have a couple of slides for people who may want to do the business. But before I wrap up, any questions on any of the services that we talked about? Mr. Doucette, Mr. Landrum, any of the leaders, anything that I failed to mention that we need to cover, please do that before. I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick before I close out with how you can make money from this. Any questions?
I don't, you didn't forget anything. The
Okay.
part I think some of the people are now looking for is we share the value, which you did a brilliant job on, of sharing the value and the things that we have been working so hard for behind the scenes. But now I think everybody's at tiptoe anticipation about, okay, now let's get into how we gonna make some money with this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we at a great place right now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap up with this. This won't take long at all, because I'm also going to give you the payouts. Because just remember, those of you who are reps in the business already, and those of you who will be joining the business to get paid from this stuff, it is fluid. There are a lot of things will change. We got people coming at us left and right in terms of want to partner with what we're doing, and we may even accept some of these partnerships, and because it's going to benefit you, it's going to help you make more money. It is fluid. We're going to put a lot of money out in the financial sector. We're going to do that. It's a little bit different than the traditional One Voice Worldwide. We're looking to see how we can marry those two entities, but right now there are separate payments that you'll receive from the One Voice Worldwide traditional commissions, and then from most of the FSC payments are bonuses, customer acquisition bonuses, if you will. So you get one-time lump sums, which in a lot of cases is good, and we'll show you how that works. And you get your payments for FSC, the financial services, the first of every month. Okay, you'll get paid on the first of every month. Let me go through a couple of slides. I'm going to share my screen again, and then we'll be prepared to get out of here. So the opportunity for you to get started in the company, you're going to be plugged into something called the Success Machine. We put together a systematic approach that will guarantee, man, that stuff, Carol, whatever you put in there, and by the way, it wasn't orange juice, but whatever it was, I'm on the opposite side now. I'm kind of geeked. I'm kind of like, you might have put a little bit of corn squeezes in there, but whatever it is, I feel a whole lot better. So I sure appreciate it. I'm fired up now, ready to get a customer. But anyway, we have a system called the Success Machine, where we plug people into a system that helps them succeed at the highest level. This success system is designed to help you become a better version of yourself through empowerment. The opportunity is what we're talking about now in terms of making money, and then to elevate yourself and your business and your life to an entirely different level. We're going to do this with private trainings. One thing that people in particular that's going to be working with the FSC, we're going to be doing a lot more private instructional type trainings, because the opportunities in finances is so vast. It is massive. And by the way, someone on Team Orem the other day talked about corporate. Are there any opportunities to do corporate deals in the financial space? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. And what we're talking about in terms of corporate deals, if you got a company that's, bringing $10 million to the table, and they're asking for some type of, how can we work with them in a certain way? Well, Mr. Landrum, Mr. Doucette, myself, we own this company. We can do what we want to do. We can do it however we want to do it, right? So yeah, if we want to cut a deal, we can cut a deal. If we want to raise the price, we can raise the price. If we want to lower the price, we can lower the price. You might have noticed on the suite that's 25, the business suite that's $2,500, there's a place for a coupon code. We want to give that to you for free. We can give it to you for free. We can do whatever we want to do. We own this. This when we talk about partnering with these companies, we partnered with these companies because we didn't want to try to become a bank and become a credit institution and all that other stuff. Let them do what they do. But as far as FSC, oh yeah, we own this. So we can do whatever we want to do. You got some big wigs, as they call it, that want to come to the table and do something special. Hey, look, long as you bringing value to what we're doing, long as you're bringing value to the reps, we can do whatever we want to do. We can change anything at any time. So keep that in mind. But there will be private meetings and things that will help you along the way when you have these types of situations and opportunities that come your way. Now, to get started, you need to get your own franchise. And to do that, it's only $99. It's $99 to get started in 1Voice Worldwide. Now, we're working on some things because I can't tell you this. This is an absolute. Let me just be clear on this. As Kamala Harris would say, let me be clear. This price will go up. It will not be $99 to get started in this business. I don't know if it's going to be next month, next 2 months, or the beginning of the year. But I can promise you on everything, it's not going to be $99. It's too much value there. So, take it for what it's worth, but it will go up, and it's going to go up. It's going to go up. So, but in the meantime, right now, to get started is $99. You can be an affiliate for $0 enrollment, $99. You have to pay $29.99 a month for your business. This is to operate your business. It's called a maintenance fee. And we're putting all this stuff together for you. All of this stuff you saw today with FSC, you don't have to do this. We're doing it for you. And all you're doing is paying $1 a day to maintain this business, okay? We're going to give you your own personal store. So how all of this stuff is going to be connected to you, it's going to be connected to your ID number. I know Mr. Lander and Mr. Doucette yesterday. By the way, I heard the team in the holding room talking about our brand new, beautiful website that was just released yesterday. And we did that to kind of coincide with what we're doing with FSC. We have a very robust website that's been released right now. Mr. Landry, Mr. Doucette, they're going to be going through how you guys get log in and all these questions that y'all might have. We're going to go through a specific training on that really soon, maybe as early as Monday. But yeah, all of this stuff is included, guys. You get all of this stuff included in your business at no cost other than the $29.99 monthly maintenance fee and $99 to get started, okay? There are some positions that you can earn. When you earn these positions, you're going to make more money. Here's now check this out about FSC payments. Check this out about FSC payments. We know that it's going to change, right? We know that it's going to change. Chances are you're going to make even more money. The numbers that I'm about to give you are probably on the lower end. It's going to change. It's going to go up. But the quickest way to make the most money is to get to one of these earned positions. Because as you go through these positions, and you can't buy your way into it, and we're going to train you on what this means as part of the success system anyway, but we'll show you what this is. The higher your rank, the more money you're going to make. And once you get to the top position of Crown Ambassador, which is the top rank in our company, then you're going to be making, I'm being careful with my words because for legal reasons, but you'll have the potential to make stupid money just in the financial division alone. Yeah, you got all the other stuff. You got to qualify through certain things, and we're going to show you how to get that done, but you can make stupid money in the financial space as a Crown Ambassador in the company. If right now, anybody that's a part of the company can make 20% of some of these products, and I gave you an example, 20% of a $100,000 loan, keeping in mind that the commissionable volume of that 100,000 is 60,000. I ain't going to get into the specifics of it, just being transparent. And 20% of that 60,000 is $12,000. If you're getting $12,000 out of 100,000, that's one loan. What if you got 10 loans? What if you got 10 car dealerships? 10 car dealerships that just process one loan a day from your recommendation. Now, you're not going to have $100,000 cars, but you understand the point is the numbers are the same. And even if it's $1,000, you're going to get 20% of $600, 20% of 60%. Okay. So you're going to need 20% of $600, even if it's at $1,000. You do the math. But at that Crown Ambassador position, you're going to be able to make more. Right now, everybody's making the same thing because we want everybody to make the money. Right now, everybody in the financial, I'm talking about in the financial space now, everybody's making the same thing. But mark my word, we're looking right now at how to give the people who hit these earned positions more money. Just keep that in mind. And it's really simple to hit these positions. We're going to show you how to get it done. Once you do that, you're going to get paid 7 ways. There's 7 ways to get paid. Personal commissions on products and services. That's what you do personally. Team commissions on what your team is doing. Customer acquisition bonuses, which is reflected in the FSC. Fast start bonuses. That's going to help you make money right away. You can make money your first week in the business. Okay. We're going to match bonus. You got this has now taken another level of revenue that's coming in with the matching bonuses, because you get to the top position of this company and you're making a number. I'm not going to say what the number is. You're making a number. And because you build a team, the company matches that number with the same number. Man, come on. Come on. Now, I'm not saying this. I'm just going to say this as an example. I'm not saying this legally. I'm saying this as an example. Wonder if you made a $12,000 commission, and because you're a Crown Ambassador, the company matched that $12,000 commission with another $12,000 commission. Wonder if we did that. We got the ability to. You do your part, we're going to do our part. All right. So how do these payouts work? I'm going to send you this so you don't have to write it down. We saw all of these services that we talked about. I think it was about 7 on the business side and 7 on the personal side. By the way, guys, this is the crazy part. In the interest of time, I only wanted to spotlight 14 programs that we're offering with FSC. I wanted to spotlight 7 on the business side, 7 on the personal side. We have 22 programs. I didn't talk about grants. I didn't talk about government loans. I didn't talk about the do-it-yourself financial suite. I did a little bit. And other things that we will be offering. We are offering or will be offering. But what I wanted to do is put the things out, get people making money on the easy stuff first. You can start making money on this easily right away. And then we get into the more complicated stuff like grants and government loans and things of that nature. But first things first, let's get you paid on these things. Here's how the payouts would work. And again, I'm going to, as a matter of fact, let me just drop this in the chat right now. Hold on, hold your horses. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. To everyone in the meeting. Let's see what this thing called. Hold on, y'all. Trying to find this document. Okay. Just give me a second. I'll find it. Let me just go through this first. Maybe, oh, I know where it is. All right, I'm dropping this in the chat. I hope this is the right document. Hope I ain't sending y'all something I ain't supposed to be sending you. Somebody open that up. If you get that document, just open that up. Make sure you're seeing what's on the screen, because I just got names. It had come through? Oh, that's not the document? Oh, no, that's not the document. Disregard that. That's the
That's
wrong
not
thing.
it. That's a flyer.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing. Well, that's gonna be next. Y'all can keep that. I'm doing another meeting on September the 28th. I'm doing another meeting on September. That's the next slide. So y'all can just keep that flyer. I'm doing another meeting like this September the 28th. All right, so hold on. Give me a second. Let me give you this. I'm trying to find the thing that I'm showing you right now. What is this thing called? I should have been prepared, but I've been thrown all off today. But no worries. Oh, here we go. Customer acquisition payouts. All right, here we go. All right, I know that's it. So let me go through the payouts real quick. We almost done, y'all. I know y'all tired, been a long day. So if you recall, when we talked about, I'm gonna go through all 14, but I promise you it's not gonna take that long as you think. When we talked about starting the business, remember, you start an LLC, there's $0 to pay. Then there's if you got $199 plan, or you got the elite plan, which is $249. Y'all remember that? Well, we're gonna pay out a customer acquisition bonus for any customer that enrolls in any one of those three plans. Just think about how generous we are with FSC. If you get somebody to get they form a free LLC, we're paying you a $30 bonus on a free LLC. We're paying you a $30 bonus. Well, you see that right here. Y'all better get it while you can, because, some of this stuff, we might take it back. But we're paying you. So in other words, let me just go through it and stop trying to be a comedian, because I ain't funny. All right. So look, if somebody get the free LLC, we're going to give you a $30 customer acquisition bonus. This is a one-time customer acquisition bonus, $30. If they get the $199 plan, we're going to give you a $50 bonus. If they get the $299 plan, we're going to give you a $100 bonus. Okay, that's the bonuses that you're going to receive. If your customer, move this Zoom screen, hold on. There has to be a way to keep this thing out of the way. It's so annoying. If somebody gets the business credit suite, remember that's the $2,500 suite. If they get that business credit suite, you're going to get a $500 bonus if somebody gets that business. So think about this, guys. You're talking to your neighbor that is building their business, and they're having issues with the business. They want to invest $2,500 in building their business. I just thought about something. That's why I paused, something that I forgot, but I'll go back to it. They want to invest $2,500 in building their business, knowing that they'll be guaranteed to make up to $50,000 in terms of financing. Then why wouldn't they do it? You just tell your neighbor, hey, look, I got this company, blah, blah, blah. If you're a representative, if you're an ambassador, a qualified ambassador, I got this company. Hey, look, just click this link. You don't even have to give them all of the stuff that we're talking about. This just specific to them. They decide to get this business credit suite. You get a $500 referral fee just for telling your neighbor. And remember, if you remember when I clicked that Facebook icon, when it would take them directly to a post, you can send just that link directly to a person or a business to say, hey, look, I know you're looking to build your business. Take a look at this credit suite. They look at this, they get started. They want the $50,000 guarantee. If you did 10 of those a month, that's $5,000 a month. We're just talking about one service, one program. Okay. Business funding, your commission on business funding is going to be 10%. Now, the only thing we can't say about specifics on some of this stuff, and this is for obvious reasons, it varies because we don't know how much somebody's getting funded. $1,000 10,000, 100,000, a million. I should put on here, you're going to get 10% of the commissionable volume. The commissionable volume, whatever that is, typically is 60%. You'll get 10% of that. So let me give you the same example. Let's just say somebody is getting funded for $100,000. The commissionable volume of that is $60,000. You would get 10% of that, which is $6,000. That's what you would get. Okay. So use that example, whether it's 100,000 or it's $1,000. It's the same formula. If it's $1,000, 60% of that $1,000 is commissionable. That's $600. You would get 10% of the $600, which is $60. Okay. If it's $1 million, 600,000 is commissionable. You would get 10% of the 600,000, which is $60,000. So just remember the percentages, but the key is of the commissionable volume. The reason we have to do commissionable volume and not the flat amount, you can't say, okay, it's $1 million, I'm gonna get 10% of $1 million. There's a whole lot of people that get money from that $1 million, from the lenders to the vendors, the lenders, the banks, the finance people, 1Voice and Crown ambassadors, and then everybody, right? They get money. So we can't say like 10% of $1 million. You can only do 10%, and plus the debt has to come out of that. So, you only get 10% of the commissionable volume. And like I said, most commissionable volume is 60%. That could be a guide. Now, again, be prepared that these numbers can change up or down. As a matter of fact, I have it here. All prices are subject to change without notice. Reason that's the case is they may change with us without notice. We're doing something with Credit Likes. We're giving y'all this money, but Credit Likes might say, well, we're not going to pay y'all on free clients anymore. Well, what are we to do, right? So it can change at any point, but for the most part, it's going to be like this. If anything, I would think it would change up, but I had to argue with Mr. Landry, Mr. Doucette about that part. All right. So that's business funding. Trademark, again, I'm not going to go through all of this. It's 20% commission. This DTC, the direct to consumer, is 20%. Again, this is big time. That's the one we talked about where the businesses can get their own landing pages. So I'm not going to retrain that. Business debt help is 10%. Licensing and permit is 20%. The credit restoration, you're going to get a $50. And by the way, y'all note the percentages versus some of them are dollar amounts, some of them are percentages. Credit restoration is $50. Personal loan, it is 10%. And the same explanations I just gave you on the business funding, all of these that you see 10% is the same explanation, 10% of the commissionable volume. Credit cards, 10%, debt consolidation, 10%, debt help, 10%, the taxes, this is big, 20%, wills and trusts, 10%, all right? We're not making any income claims, and earnings are based on your individual efforts. You do have to qualify when we get into the training for those people who are getting started. You do have to qualify, because if you don't qualify, then we become an illegal pyramid. And we've been in business 20 years to not mess it up now by doing something crazy. So we're going to show you what the qualification is. It's very simple. It's just building your business to a value of your 1Voice worldwide business to a value of $125. That ain't nothing, and then now you're qualified, and then, so forth and so on. And if you have any question in terms of what you need to do to be qualified, just bear with me 1 second. Got one more slide that y'all already have, but I did want to show you this real quick. I hope y'all enjoyed so far what we've done today. Give me a second. Just want to show you this real quick. All right. So as you're building your business, as you're building your company, I'm going to share my screen again. We're almost done, y'all. I wanted to be done by 1:30, so but we only got a few seconds. I just want to show you this. So we are, as I mentioned, we've launched our brand new, very robust website. It is it's the envy of the industry. You know, it trust me when I tell you, it is so very robust. We got all of the things that you need to build a successful business. We had a video here that just kind of motivates you. It talks about how to build your financial empire in terms of joining us. All of the brands, I didn't even talk about this because today was about the financial stuff, guys. But we got a beauty line, we got a health line, we got coffee and teas, we got an e-commerce mall, we got so many products and services in addition to the financial stuff that we went over today, all of the financial services, a vegan beauty line with all of these products and all of these things that we have. We're still cleaning up some things because it was just launched yesterday. But what I want you to understand is when you get your store, all of these things that we talked about is going to be a part of your store for the $29.99, $99 and $29.99 per month. And you're going to start to see all of these things that are part of your store, the lipsticks, the skincare, and all this other stuff, health stuff, soaps, and just everything, right? But then you have your own dedicated site. Here's what your site looks like. Notice that it looks very similar to the regular site, the corporate site, right? But this says, you know, you got my little picture here. This is my site, proudly presented by my rep ID number, 1Voice Worldwide. And so now anything that's transacted on your site, when your picture there, anything that happens on your site, you're getting credit for it. You're building your company. Now I'm about to try to do something that I know I'm going to be able to do because I don't know my login. Let me see. I usually go through the admin side, but let me just see. And by the way, if somebody wanted to join your business, let's say that somebody's getting started today, you know, and they wanted to join your business, and you know, we're going to follow up with your sponsor on how to get this done. Once you get your link and somebody else wanted to join, all they do is click here and it's going to say join the business, and they fill out this very simple information. Going to say you're a guest of Sam Orm. You got my information here. If I'm not your sponsor, click here. If I am, click next. Go ahead and fill it out. It's very, very simple. Okay, very simple to get that done. But hold on one second. Y'all gonna be happy I did this. Trying to find my login. Give me a second. All right, let's see here. Okay. This is so new, guys. For those of you who are already in the business, representatives who are already in the business, this is so new. We haven't even trained you guys on it. We just released it on yesterday, and I knew we had this meeting today. So I just wanted to give you this real quick before we get out of here. All right, so start back sharing my screen. So a couple of things. All right. So 3 things of note. Remember, if you just go to onevoiceworldwide.com, you're going to get the website, the corporate website with everything on it. Okay. But all of you have your own unique replicated website. And I showed you that here. It looks exactly like it. Everything is on it. All the shopping, all the transaction, all the signing up and enrolling of people will be from your site. The only difference you'll see is here. You'll see your information, which you want to see. It'll say your name. This has just happened. 1Voice is mine. Your rep ID number. And if you click join here, like I said, somebody can fill out the information and join your business. Once they've joined, then you can log into your back office. Now, I don't have any data in my back office because it was, just for testing. Make sure y'all can see. So this is what your back office would look like. It will show you all of your stuff, your downlines and all of this stuff. It'll show you all of this information. Like I said, nothing is here. This is pretty much a test site. But it'll give you all your information, all your data, all that other kind of stuff. The point I wanted to show you about your qualifications, because that's going to be very important. When you get into your login, it's going to show you whatever your rank is, Crown Ambassador or whatever your current rank is, it'll show you that rank. But in order to see what's next for the next upcoming rank, like it says, let me go back. It'll have all the ranks here. So here is these are the ones I told you that were earned positions. You may come in as an ambassador, and all you had to do is pay your $99, $29.99, you're 100%, you're $100, you're an ambassador. In order to be qualified, of course, you got to pay your $29.99. This is going to tell you where you are in terms of what you've done. You got you paid your $99, you paid your $29, and to get qualified, you need $125 involved. That's the point I was trying to make. I went through all of this to say that. You'll be able to see that here. To get to the next rank, you'll see what you need to get to all the way to the top rank. And I think some of you are looking to start for the top rank shooting. This is what you need. If you've paid your $29.99, you've paid your $99, that stuff is done already. You got to get your 20 people that are qualified. You get that done. You get your 125 in personal volume, and one of those people get to the second to the highest earned position. You're at the top position, the top rank. So we're going to show you how to do all of this stuff. We're going to go through that detail. I just wanted to at least share that part with you, because some of you will be getting started today. What you want to do is get with the person that's sponsoring you. If any of this you can't get in or anything, any challenges, don't worry. We'll show you what you need to do, because like I said, it hadn't even been 24 hours since we launched this new site, because we wanted to do it in conjunction with the FSC training. Okay. Last thing is what I talked about with the next event that I'm going to do. And I just decided to do this last night, and that is the 28th of September. I'm going to do another workshop like this. Okay. I've already sent you the flyer. Very similar to this. May not be as long, because you will have already kind of gone through some stuff, earned some things, and made some things happen. But go ahead now. And again, this is invitation only. I like this format. We're only going to do 100 people, because I want to keep it intimate. You can go ahead and scan that QR code with your phone right now and get that link to get reserved, because we're only going to take 100 seats right now. May do 1,000 at some point, but we're going to only take 100 seats. So scan that QR code while it's up there. I'll leave it up there for a second. And that's pretty much it. Before I get out of here, again, I'm going to open the chat up. If you have any questions, type those in the chat. Anything, Mr. Landry, Mr. Doucette, that I failed to mention, I need to mention, or anything I did not cover, please help me in filling in those gaps. And also, guys, don't forget, you can go and start doing soft pulls now, applications now. Everything is up and running. It's functional right now. I did forget this one thing. If you submit an application today, we need to send you a form to let us know you submitted that application. I don't think that form, I'll make a note. It'll be on the new website today, but we need to make sure that you send the form. It's just a basic form saying, hey, look, my cousin Joe applied for a car, auto finance, refinance deal. That's going to just make sure that we connect your cousin with you, that part through the tracking. So we'll get that to you. But yeah, go ahead and utilize these services today. Do what you need to do. And we're out of here. Mr. Doucette, Mr. Landry, anything?
Mr. Landry, you want to go?
Oh, I'm just excited, ready to go and make some things happen. Thank you so much, Dr. Orm. Great training.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, Dr. Orm, on everything. I know you're gonna have to get some Farrah tea
I
to
do.
get your throat back together and your voice. No, oh, no, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm struggling. Yeah.
Um,
One thing Mr. Du said,
yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I don't want these chats to get too far behind and I won't see them. Thank you so much. Someone said for the gentleman, thank you for this went to everybody. So y'all can see that. Y'all can see that. I'm sorry it went to everybody. I thought it just came to me. One
Did
that
you
came
want
to
to say?
me, can you be
Okay, go
your
ahead.
own customer? Yes, you can be your own customer. Um, we'll resend that link for New Orleans. Oh no, you know what? It's hold on one second. The link for New Orleans is on the website that I just showed you. So one thing that I didn't show you about that website, that these events are already here. So if you go under events, you should see all of these events. Oh, by the way, Monday, y'all see what's coming up Monday? Empowered by Word, baby. Mr. Robert Mabry. These events, this say September 1st. It should be November the 1st. But anyway, the events are already here on the events calendar. We're going to change that to November the 1st. That should be November the 1st. I don't know how those dates got off, but yeah, but the link is still valid, guys. You see, it says here November the 1st. So if you need that, somebody asked for the New Orleans link, just click that and you'll see it talks about the boot camp. You got the QR code there. You can register at events.onevoiceww.com. So yeah, thank you for asking about that. But any events, they're posted. And by the way, any future events that you're looking for, you don't have to scramble for links and all that other stuff. They're here on this event site. Mr. Landry, you had a question or comment?
Yes, the link to also reserve your rooms is attached to that as well. So you can also go on there and do the room blocks there on that link as well.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So when you go to, thank you for bringing it up. When you go to events.onevoice, this link here, events.onevoiceww.com, it's going to take you to just the events splash page, Clarence. And once you get to the event splash page, come on, this stuff been loading slowly today. I got so many windows open. So you'll see the event splash page for the New Orleans boot camp. You can register here. It's 62 days. 62 days. And if you go down to what Mr. Landrum talked about, here is our hotel. It's the Holiday Inn New Orleans, downtown Superdome. You can reserve your hotel right now. If you know anything about downtown New Orleans, that rate is a good rate. Y'all can thank Mr. Doucette for that, $154 a night. But that's where you get your hotel. You can register. And so go to that site. So thank you for that question. But go ahead, Mr. Doucette. I apologize for interrupting you.
Stuff I was gonna say,
I
y'all
know.
already said it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't,
Oh no, this
sometimes you get a bunch of chats and then when they scroll, you miss something. I just didn't want to miss anything.
no, absolutely. No, I agree with you. So again, uh, great job on the actual overview for our first time doing this. And don't forget, guys, next month, the 28th, we'll be doing that invite only presentation again. Did you guys like this forum? I mean, I thought it was phenomenal. Um, okay. All right, great. So listen, we're about to get on out of here. If no one else have any other questions or any of those things, I want to thank all of the leadership, our crown ambassadors, our marketing team, Mr. Landrum, of course, and everybody that logged in, all of our guests that's still here, that wants to be started or get started. Thank you. Get with the person that invited you on a call and they will instruct you what to do next on how to get started. Let's get started. Let's submit those applications to FSC. As you see, the train have left the station. It's on now, baby. Clayton Moore, you was talking about making some money, sir. Sir, only thing you said wrong today was Ohio State. That was it. Other than that, all right, guys, we're going to have an amazing day. Congratulations to everybody. Y'all be safe out there. And Team Doucette on their way to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Let's get it. Talk with y'all later. Y'all be good.
Unleashed this Tuesday night. Unleashed this Tuesday night. And Unleashed this Tuesday night. Team Aura
It's
Monday
gonna be
night.
unleashed too.
Team Aura Monday night. Unleashed
I
Tuesday
see you
night.
trying to, Jeff. You see you trying to slip those team arms in there. Huh?
No, you
Oh,
tried to slip Lafayette in there. Just because you going to Lafayette to church, that don't count as no meeting. What do you think this
We
is?
ain't going to no church.
I'm watching you. I'm monitoring you. I trust Mr. Landry, but you, that's a whole nother story. I'm sorry. We started Unleashed early.
I know, right? You
yeah,
started early.
yeah.
All
It's
right,
gonna be
y'all.
exciting, guys. So again, congratulations. And remember, get with the person that invited you today and let them instruct you on what to do next. So we love you guys. Congratulations to everybody that's getting started. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. And we'll see you Tuesday on Unleashed. God bless. And we'll see y'all on the beaches of the world. Y'all have a great weekend and be
Take
safe
care,
for this
everybody.
holiday.
Bye.